Go ahead and clap it up. Go ahead and clap it up. We have a market breakdown. All right, we back at it on this fine, beautiful Sunday night. In the dark, with it. In the basement, with it. Tank top, with it. Getting on these markets, and just show y'all what I'm looking at. So real quick, we don't want to make this too long. And I apologize for last week. I did not make a market breakdown, but we stay active over here. We stay active. First pair we're gonna look at is UJ. I do have my three pairs in UJ, EJ, and gold. So lovely looking. Let's go on the weekly real quick. I was back testing heavily today. For a while, it's had this nice looking formation where we have a price for a minute has been moving to the upside, and following a decline, price made a beautiful strong bullish engulfing on the weekly and has continued throughout that point. We see even here we have some consolidation, but price is pretty much pushing to the upside as we are flowing through here. I did not take the setup. I was just back testing. What we do see here is that price did push through this area, which it was consolidating for a minute since 17th, 18th, all the way onto like the 25th, and broke out, came back, nice, beautiful retest. We did not get it on a setup here, but I do notice, obviously, we see this big gap, which can definitely be taken advantage of. We can take advantage of it, yeah, and getting on a nice little setup here. As we move to the smaller time frames, just kind of refine this. Let's do nice. I would like to get into something like this. We obviously see that price did hit it. What's this at 7? Price did come back into this, so that's tough. That's tough. Flowing nicely above the moving average as well. So I mean, if it pulls back, cool. If it doesn't, it is what it is. For sure, price will pull back at some point, if not to this depth, at some point, or to some degree, we can definitely get in on a move there. In terms of a target, I'm really aiming for price to create this long-term move. If we look on the weekly, I have a fib from point A, point B, point C, with the negative 27 being all the way up here. Let's call it 163. So you can see that there, which is going to take a while for it to hit, but I believe that it will hit in due time. The closest target I would say is right here at 161, 280, let's say, which targets like pretty much this area up here. Those most recent highs are, furthest highs. But yeah, that's nice. Looking good on UJ. Let's go down to EJ, which we do have something very similar here. Have some nice clean price on the daily. We have so many trend lines going on here. A lot of exhaustion, and it also flows with this previous area of support. Also an area of, a decent amount of exhaustion as well. And everything just flows nicely. We have a nice amount of confluences that really just match up. Once you have 2, 3, 4, 5 things that match up with each other, which all make sense, it just makes it all butter, So same kind of situation as UJ, where we have the breakout of this area. Not so much of a consolidation look to it, but it definitely was in a standstill to some degree. The price did break out a bit, came back, and has continuously gone to the upside. I'm not gonna lie, guys, I haven't taken the trade in like 3 weeks, 4 weeks, something like that. We do have a higher low right here, so all those markups I had, I was just back testing, just really trying to master my psychology, mindfulness, and sitting back and being okay with not, taking the money, because so much and so frequently and so vastly, like we focus so much on the money aspect who doesn't, man? Who doesn't want to extract money? I mean, especially with certain situations. Like, I live with my parents as a 23-year-old. So as I get older, I'm going to feel that pressure more and more and more. And that pressure is going to stem on, well, it's not going to stem, but lash and leash into my trading, which is not going to play well for me as it's been thus far for 2026. I mean, I don't even know my win rate so far for 2026, but it's been horrible. Bunch of just rush trades seeking to make money rather than just following the system, which is what I'm trying to do now is just kind of dial in, push back or pull back, should I say, and just like figure things out, practice mindfulness, and go about it with a lot of intention, more intention than I've ever have, and not trying to focus on the money aspect. So just follow the system overall. System works. I just need to focus on that only. And if I can do that, the process would be so, it'd just be seamless, man. Trading doesn't have to be difficult, but oftentimes I really do make it difficult for myself. So that was just a psychology brief there. We are continuously heading to the upside. We do have a potential higher low amongst us. We go down, to the 15-minute time frame. Notice that we have like this low right here. And initially looking at this, you would want to say that price broke structure and is continuing on with this kind of shorter time frame trend to the downside. But I look at this as, Jesus. I look at this as, I'm tweaking. As like an area that has been maintained due to the fact that this is more tested. I've learned this from Q. He always says tested. If you want to call it like respected, whatever you want to call it, but we have this bearish candle followed by an extremely bullish candle following that, and the prices soon after that just rejected that point. So it's pretty much showing us that price is not going to go to the downside. We have a large amount of buyers within this market, which sellers are being absorbed. So I do see this going to the upside along with UJ. Those two matching together. We are also above the moving average on the 15-minute time frame, as well as the 1 hour, as well as the 4 hour. Beautifully, just flowing, man. And we also like to target like these previous areas of exhaustion. We have one right there, which price is slowly coming back into. But I mean, I wouldn't look at this as like price couldn't go down any further because this is respected. No, it could still go down realistically. We still do have price being below this high point, this minor high point. So price will do whatever it wants to do. But I mean, I do see that, and whenever we want to move a certain way, we have to pay attention to certain signs such as that. So that's something I do see, and we'll just kind of see from there what price wants to do. But I do see this continuing on to the upside. We could target this area, specifically 186. Let's call it 200 to make it simple. And I like to look at this. Lastly, we have gold. Let's go to the weekly. Weekly, we have price, for a minute heading to the downside. But we have a lot of exhaustion going on, meaning that price is kind of, it doesn't know what it wants to do. Honestly, it doesn't know what it wants to do. It's very indecisive, and we are in a mix between buyers and sellers, buying and selling sentiments, where price was consolidating, broke out beautifully, went all the way down to this area, 4,375, and it came all the way back up, which is why we saw that huge exhausting candle on, was it daily or weekly? Daily and weekly, honestly. So from there, we also have a rejection to this area of resistance, which flows along with this bearish time frame. So I mean, honestly, I'm still bearish on this due to that fact alone, that it's rejecting that point. But I wouldn't be surprised if, like I said, anything can happen. So price could come down here, right, following that initial rejection, and respect this point, this area of previous resistance, or respect the moving average, or even respect, this low. So I will be heavily looking into this just to see what price wants to do. Similar to EJ, we're going to look at those little signs on the smaller time frame, such as areas being respected or areas being broken, seeing whatever price wants to do, whatever price does, we just simply react to it. So rather than predicting the market, that's another thing I've been working on. Rather than predicting the market and trying to guess what it's going to do, I just let price do what it does and just react to it. Simple as that. So that's been the adjustment there for myself personally, and I'm just working on improving and focusing on what's important. Simple as that. And not trying to get caught up in BS and the fact that I'm in this situation, and the fact that I want to be here, and the fact that I'm not, profitable or making the amount of money that I expected I would make at this point. Just following the system, following the process, and getting better with every single day, every single market breakdown. We just get better, man. Simple as that. This has been a long breakdown, longest in a minute. So I'll catch you on the next market breakdown video. It's been good. It's been great. We're going to have a great week, honestly. And stay tuned to the YouTube, honestly. Stay tuned. This YouTube has been asleep. This YouTube channel has been asleep. It's been drowsy. It's not really active. So stay tuned. I got some things coming. Yeah, I'll see y'all.